महोरस्को महेश्वासः।
महोरस्को महेश्वासः।
महोरस्को महेश्वासः।
महोरस्को महेश्वासः।
गूढजत्रुः अरिन्दमः।
गूढजत्रुः अरिन्दमः।
आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः।
आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः।
सुललाटः सुविक्रमः.
सुललाटः सुविक्रमः.
As you can see, Su for everything represents a auspicious quality. So you can give a mild pause after Su. Su lalataha, Su vikramaha, Su shiraha. So actually we should know where to break. Mahorasko maheshwasaha.
महोरस्को महेश्वासः.
Gudha jatruhu arindamaha.
गूढजत्रुः अरिन्दमः.
आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः.
आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः.
सुललाटः सुविक्रमः.
सुललाटः सुविक्रमः.
Mahoraskaha, again having broad shoulders. It was broad shoulders, now it says broad chest, chati. Mahoraskaha, having broad chest. This Maheshwasaha is again two words. Actually, Maha Ishvasaha, Maheshwasaha, armed with a great bow. Actually, Rama is one known, well-known name is Kodanda Pani. Kodanda is his bow. So always you will find Rama with Kodanda. Kodanda Pani. Guda Jatruhu. Guda Jatruhu means having fleshy collar bones. That means you will not able to see the bone. If the body flesh is not there, unless proper muscles are there, the collar bones will be jutting out. It is not like that. They are not visible. Arindamaha, destroyer of foes. Actually, Arindamaha is one of the very popular names in Bengal. Arind Chaudhary, you will find a lot of names there. Ajanubahuhu. Janu is knee. Bahu is hands. Arms stretching up to the knees is Ajanubahuhu. Sushiraha. Sushira means having a good head. Head does not mean head physically. It is the noble qualities of the head. Head with noble qualities, Sushiraha. Similarly, Sulalataha. Lalata is forehead. Large and beautiful forehead. Sulalataha. Suvikramaha. Having great power and great also for a good cause. That's why it's called a Suvikramaha. Vikramaha would have been enough. Suvikramaha means power is used for a good purpose. Okay, we'll continue. Mahorasko Maheshwasaha.
Mahorasko Maheshwasaha.
Gudajatru Arindam. Here you can see Gudajatruhu Arindamaha. If you read together, club together, because of Sandhi, that R sound will come. Ru sound will come. Gudajatturarindamaha.
Gudajatturarindamaha.
Other names are not clubbed together, they are same as it is. Mahorasko Maheshwasaha.
Mahorasko Maheshwasaha.
Gudajatturarindamaha.
Gudajatturarindamaha.
Ajanubahu Sushiraha.
Ajanubahu Susiraha.
Sulalataha Suvikramaha.
Sulalataha Suvikramaha.
You must not notice in some names, whether you read separately or together, there is no difference. Like Ajanubahu Susiraha, same. But in the case of a Mahoraskaha, Maheshwasaha, so in a poetry form, it will become Okara will come. Mahorasko Maheshwaso This is the way it appears in a text. Okay. Next verse I'm reading. Okay. Samaha samavibhaktangaha.
Samaha samavibhaktangaha.
Actually, if you read separately, samaha vibhaktangaha.
Samaha vibhaktangaha.
First, sama means treating everybody equally. Samadrushti. समदृष्टिकोण सबको एक बराबर देखना है. That is samadrushti. Samavibhaktangaha means the entire body, all the limbs are in proper proportion. Sama vibhakta means divided. The body is divided into limbs. All of them are in a perfect proportion. Samaha samavibhaktangaha.
Samaha vibhaktangaha.
Snigdhavarnaha pratapavan.
Snigdhavarnaha pratapavan.
Snigdha means shining. It can also mean chikna. See, smooth. It can give both the meanings. Snigdhavarnaha pratapavan.
Snigdhavarnaha pratapavan.
Peenavaksha vishalakshaha.
Peenavaksha visalakshaha.
Vishala akshaha.
Visala akshaha.
As we know, Vishalakshi is a very common name of Mother Goddess. Vishalakshi means one having large eyes, elongated eyes, beautiful, expressive eyes. Peenavaksha Vishalakshaha.
Peenavaksha visalakshaha.
Lakshmivan Shubhalakshanaha.
Lakshmivan subhalakshanaha.
Same meaning like Sriman, Lakshmivan. Lakshmi represents again auspiciousness. Samaha. Samaha means neither too tall nor too short in a physical sense. If you go by the meaning of that, one more meaning is treating everybody equally. Samaha. Sama vibhaktangaha. Sama vibhakta angaha. Vibhakta means divided. Body divided into well-proportioned parts, limbs. Neither hands are too tall nor hands are this one, no, well-proportioned. Snigdha varnaha, having shining complexion. Pratapavan, mighty and powerful. Peenavakshaha, strong, well-developed chest. Vaksha, vakshasthala. Srivatsa, all those meanings are Srivatsa Vakshaha. Mahavishnu will always have the jewels Srivatsa on his chest. He's called Srivatsa Vakshaha. Peenavakshaha, strong, well-developed chest. Now, Vishalakshaha, Vishala Akshaha. That is what I said. If it is a lady, we call it Vishalakshi. Having expansive, broad, expansive eyes. Lakshmivan, auspiciousness or shining, having luster, lustrous body. And all these are Subha Lakshanaha. They are all auspicious qualities. All these are there. And most of these good qualities are listed and mentioned in what is called palmistry. Our science is known as, there is a science devoted to this science. As per that, all those qualities listed there are appearing in Lord Rama. That's what it says. So Rama is a man of great self-control, a great warrior, radiant, having all senses under control, intelligent, knows the signs of right conduct, eloquent, glorious, exterminates all foes. He has broad shoulders, powerful arms, neck shaped as a conch, a broad chest. All these are repetition I am giving the earlier ones also. Is capable of subduing internal foes. He is a tall person with well-proportioned limbs. He has a soft and agreeable complexion. He is mighty, has large eyes and auspicious marks. These are come in verses 9 to 11. So a sort of a summary is given here. Now the qualities you can see, now the focus is shifting from the physical aspect to his supreme nature, good nature, dharma pravartana. So that is what is coming here. You can say dharmagnaha satyasandhascha,
धर्मज्ञः सत्यसन्धश्च
dharmagnaha satyasandha cha. Cha is only addition. Satyasandha, dharmagnaha satyasandha.
धर्मज्ञः सत्यसन्धः
But actual verse is dharmagnaha satyasandhascha.
धर्मज्ञः सत्यसन्धश्च
Actually, you have to read together everything. Dharmagnascha satyasandhascha.
धर्मज्ञश्च सत्यसन्धश्च
So this is what is happening in green, because adding dharmagna and satyasandha together, you are getting the S sound. Sometimes you get R sound, sometimes you get S sound. These are the grammar rules. Let us not go in detail. Dharmagnascha satyasandhascha
धर्मज्ञस्य सत्यसन्धश्च
prajanam cha hite rataha
प्रजानां च हिते रतः
yashasvi gnana sampannaha
यशस्वी ज्ञानसम्पन्नः
शुचिः वश्यः समाधिमान्.
शुचिः वस्यः समाधिमान्
Again, focus on the red lines. शुचिः वश्यः समाधिमान्.
शुचिः वस्यः समाधिमान्
So you have to club together Shuchi and Vashya. Shuchirvashya samadhiman.
शुचिर्वस्य समाधिमान्
Club all together, all three. Shuchirvashya samadhiman.
शुचिर्वस्य समाधिमान्
Because in different books you will find differently. All books are not exactly same. Sometimes they club together, sometimes they leave it. Dharmagnascha satyasandhascha
धर्मज्ञश्च सत्यसन्धश्च
prajanam cha hite rataha
प्रजानां च हिते रतः
yashasvi gnana sampannaha
यशस्वी ज्ञानसम्पन्नः
शुचिर्वस्य समाधिमान्.
शुचिर्वस्य समाधिमान्
Dharmagnaha, he is a knower of duties of life. The most important is I should know what my duties are. Second, we should have the determination and the maturity to carry out those duties as per dharma. Satyasandha, firm in his vows. Rama is embodiment. Rama is a personification of sticking to his vows. Satyasandha. Okay? This is something missing here. Prajanam cha hite rataha. You read together. Rataha hite prajanam. Rataha means he gets pleasure. He gets pleasure in doing good for his praja, for his subjects. Intent on doing good for his subjects. Rataha hite prajanam. Or poetry form, prajanam hite rataha. Yashasvi, renowned, well-known. Gnana sampannaha is omniscient. He knows everything. Shuchihi, pure and devout. As we know, Shuchi always refers to both internal and external Shuchi. Both are equally important. Okay? Vashyaha. Vashyaha means under control. See, it has two meanings. He keeps his intellect, he keeps his senses under control. Is Vashi. Vashi is he keeps everything under control. Vashyaha means he is under control. He is under control of whom? Under control of dharma, under control of elders. That is obedience to elders. He does everything what his people want. Whatever rules and rules are there, he binds himself with those rules. He is tied down with the rules. One example you find in about Krishna's life is Damodaraha. Balakrishna, he agreed, conceded to be tied by his mother with a rope. Not that anybody can tie him down. He willingly did that. So it's called Dama Udaraha, Damodaraha. Here Vashyaha. That's why they say God is always under control of his devotees. A true devotee can bind the God. Best example is Pandaripura. Lord Krishna is standing erect on two bricks, waiting for the devotee. So that is Vashyaha. Samadhiman, meditating on the means of protecting those who took refuge in him. Okay? Dharmagnaha, one who knows his duties. He was always committed to the best dharma, that is the duty of protecting those who take refuge in him. He says, Abhayam sarvabhutebhyah dadami. He says, declares, when Vibhishana comes, and there was a debate going on whether we should give refuge to him, Lord Rama finally says, Abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami. I give abhayam to the entire living beings. Etat vratam mama. This is my vratam. This is my principle. That is what he does. So he always said, dharmam chara. He'll always follow dharmam. The next one is related to that is satyam vada. Always tell the truth. Satya sandaha. He's firm in his vows. You see, all these are the normal qualities and good values which are contained in Upanishads, etc. These are being taught to us as personalities of the attributes of Lord Rama. Okay? So whatever may be the circumstances, I will not forsake truth. I will tell truth only when it is convenient for me. That is not Satyam Sandha. You follow truth when it is suitable to you. If it is not convenient, when somebody comes to your house, you don't want to meet him, you tell your children, tell him, uncle to bol do, main ghar mein nahi hu. See, that is not the attitude. That is wrong. What Satya Sandaha means, in all circumstances, tell nothing but the truth. Okay? So Rama is called Dharmatma, Satya Sandaha. There's a beautiful anecdote in Ramayana, and Lakshmana goes to fight with Indrajit, Meghnath. And Meghnath is very strong. And Meghnath is protected by what you call the Pativratyam of his wife. I think the name is Sulochana. Extremely strong. He was indefeatable. So Lakshmana tries everything possible. We have used all weapons to defeat or kill Indrajit. Ultimately, he declares, he takes a bow and says, if Rama is Dharmatma and Satyasandha, may this arrow kill Meghnath. Instantly, Meghnath was killed. So, Meghnath was killed by Lakshmana's arrow. It is not Lakshmana. It is the Dharmatma, is Satyasandha, Dharmagnata of Rama, which empowered Lakshmana to defeat and kill Meghnath. So, this is mentioned in Ramayana. Okay? Prajanam hite rataha. He is intent on doing good for his subjects. Actually, even before manifesting as Rama, Lord Vishnu assured all the gods that he will destroy Ravana with all his followers, Samitra, Bandhu, Sambhavan, everybody together, and rule the world righteously for 11,000 years as an ideal king. Dashavarsha Sahasrani. That's what he says. 10,000 years and 1,000 years. That is 11,000 years I will rule. That is the assurance Mahavishnu gave. And Rama did that. Yashasvi. Rama was well known to protect even total strangers. He says that Vibhishana was given protection. You are prepared to give protection even to Ravana. Gnana Sampannaha, omniscient. Sarvagnaha, Sarvavit. Adharam, Sarvavidyanam. He is the basis, substratum of all knowledge. He is called Gnana Sampannaha. Shuchihi, pure and devout. Again, Shuchi, as we say, is always Shariraka Shuchi in three respects. Yes, sir?
The pillar Praveen Vemula. Abhay Samarpanat.
Yeah, somebody is speaking. Yeah, please mute. Yeah. Now, Shuchi is Shariraka Shuchi, Vak Shuchi, Manasika Shuchi. The purity should be at three levels. Purity of the body, which we do by taking bath, etc., or taking dip in Ganges. It gives only bodily purity. But equally important, or more important, is purity in speech. Purity in thoughts. It is still more important. All this together comes under Shuchi. Vashyaha, as already mentioned to you, obedient to elders, amenable to others, controllable by persons like a father, Dasharatha, or a Acharya, like a teacher, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, Agastya. Whatever he says, I will do. Ramayana again has an incident when Rama goes and meets different rishis in different ashrams in Dandakaranya. All those persons request Rama to please free them from the demons, asuras. They are creating a lot of problems they are giving. Rama gives an assurance that yes, I will exterminate all these people. When Mother Sita had reservations, she asked Rama, you have no quarrel with the Rakshasas, you have not even met them. When you don't have a personal enmity with them, why should you give this assurance? Rama says, no, my right, I am a king, I am a Kshatriya, my duty is to protect my subjects. They have sought my protection, I have to do that. I will do it. So that is what he says. He feels himself controlled by the sages and the good people. Samadhiman, meditating on the means of protecting those who refuge in him. Always he was doing that. That is what he was saying.